MLP fans, we are here at Lifetime Rancho San Clemente. We have an exciting premier level match today. Brandon, tell us exactly what we should expect here.
Man, it is a beautiful day out here on this Saturday. We are going to have some high-level pickleball. Right now, we've got the New York Hustlers against the Milwaukee Mashers, and we've got a lot of things on the line in this matchup here as the crowd is starting to go crazy. New York Hustler fans travel very well. So let's kind of go over the group action here. We've got Milwaukee Mashers, New York Hustlers. They are both in Group A. Here's what the implications are. The Mashers have 2 matches and have not lost a match yet. The New York Hustlers are 1-1 so far in this tournament. If the New York Hustlers win this match, which they're hoping to do, there could potentially be a 3-way tie for first place, which is insane how great these teams have been playing. But if Milwaukee Mashers come out on top, they will outright win this group, and the New York Hustlers still may not be out of contention because there could be a 3-way tie for second place here. This is just some crazy stuff that can happen based on this match.
Huge match. It looks like we're starting off with women's doubles for the Hustlers. We have Lacey Schneeman and Anna Bright, and for the Mashers, we have Callie Jo Smith and Lucy Kovalova.
We are absolutely going to see some fireworks in this matchup.
The Milwaukee Mashers on my left.
I'm fired up. I feel like I need to get out there or something. This is, wow, the energy is electric already.
Great speed up by Smith, allowing Milwaukee to get the first point of this game.
You're going to see a lot of Lacey Schneeman attacking as much as possible. Smith and Kovalova know that. They recognize it. They'll be ready to counter. Little wide there from Anna Bright on the counter herself.
Milwaukee just not able to get up to the kitchen line there, causing the serve to go back to the Hustlers.
Yeah, a little wide there from Smith.
Mistakes. Let's see if she can shake them off.
Yeah, she's just a heck of a player. She will definitely dial it in. It's early. This will be a long match. Callie Smith just fired that ball there towards Lacey Schneeman, and she's not able to get a paddle on it to block it back in. Smith wanting to get a little active there in the transition area, couldn't come up with the swipe.
Bright. Let's see if this is the momentum she needs to really get in this game.
Yeah, some crazy defense from Kovalova and Smith, but Bright just, when she gets that look in her eye and starts hitting the ball like that, watch out.
Schneeman threads the needle, finds the middle. Great placement by her. Schneemann actually does pickleball on the side. Her day job is she works as an aerospace engineer for Boeing.
Yeah, she is a very bright, accomplished individual.
Bright just finds the line there. What a great shot. The crowd going crazy. Great energy here on Grandstand Court.
Yeah, it's just awesome. She had Kovalova fighting for her life on that ball there. Hustlers here starting to get pretty aggressive, opening up their shots a little bit more here. Schneemann trying to sneak one past Callie Smith, but she has that low stance, which allows her to see those attacks coming a little bit earlier than most.
5-6.
Kovalova just goes long on that one, giving the Hustlers a 2-point lead. It is a 7-5 game here.
Yeah, some confusion in the middle from Kovalova and Smith. You don't normally see that. These two have a lot of games under their belt. A little greedy from Bright as she yells to the crowd, "You are a moron so bad." Yeah, I think she'll snap right back out of it. That ball a little low for her liking.
6-7.
Bright there just not able to get that one over as she just clips the tape. Serve will go back to the Mashers as Smith takes back the serve to Bright.
Yeah, Smith and Kovalova really love to reach in there and use their length in the kitchen, and that is what they're going to have to do to keep Bright and Schneemann off balance on their side.
8-7.
Bright with the attempted ATP, or as one would call that, an HTP, hit the post.
Yeah, just probably should have waited a half second longer. It's tough as that ball's traveling.
Good read by Schneemann as she plays a little bit of dodgeball to get out of the way.
Yeah, that's one of the toughest balls from an aggression standpoint that Smith attempted there. Just put a little too much on that. There's that reaching in again where they're using that length. This time Smith able to get that ball directly through the middle between Bright and Schneemann.
10, 11, sorry. 10, 8. There you go. Point.
Oh, that one just drops wide off the tape.
It's now 11-8, and the teams will switch sides as we are halfway through this game.
Yeah, this is momentum has been going back and forth throughout this first part. I'm pretty impressed with how the Mashers have withstood the run from the New York Hustlers early, and now they're ending this changeover with a 3-point lead. I think it works in their favor. You've got, from the New York Hustlers side, they feed off the energy. Their crowd is going to inject that into them. Their team is going to do it. So anything you can do to stifle that, to keep them quiet on that side, it's going to work in your favor for the Masters.
Let's go! Let's go, Hustlers! Let's go!
We have the New York Hustlers fan club over here cheering for their team. How do you think that kind of affects the Masters mindset on the court here?
I mean, I think for the Masters, that you see them smiling on their side. They want to do all they can to quiet the crowd. But look, honestly, the fans, this is so awesome for the game itself. To see fans cheering, going crazy. I mean, what an amazing sporting event to be at.
To return that one. The power on that shot just too fast for her paddle to get any motion there.
The big fist pump there from Kovalova.
Go.
Just some smart play. Kovalova throws up the lob. Smith is reaching in. I'm going to have to call this team reach for these ladies right now. They're playing awesome Milwaukee Masters. Nice save there for Anna Bright and Schneemann. Let's see if they can turn that into some points. More points.
Here we go. Maybe this is just what they needed to get some momentum going on their side.
10-13.
Good read by Smith as she ducks as that ball goes long.
Yeah, I think they have that on the scouting report. If a ball's sitting up, Schneemann's going to want to attack. Smith, a great job of dodging that one. Wow.
She hits it long once again. It looks like the Masters are looking to target Schneemann more as they see she's making some mistakes. There we go. Great hit by Bright. The ball will go back to the Hustler side as they trail behind by 4.
Yeah, and almost a 2-ball combo there from Bright as she had a great return that set it up and then finishes with the overhead. Some great defense from Smith in the middle of that. Schneemann apologizes to Bright because that speed up went cross court and then the counter came towards Bright before she was ready.
Kovalova looking a bit frustrated after that one.
Schneemann able to get on top of that. She does a really good job getting top spin on all of her forehand volleys.
Twelve.
strategic lob by the Mashers. Schneemann just a little confused how to hit that one back, didn't know what way she should go, and at that point it was just too late to get any good motion behind it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you got the timeout here called from the New York Hustlers. I think it's a timely one. That was a great lob from Kovalova. Anytime you have somebody, this is her second lob, you know she's feeling comfortable at that kitchen line. That was one where she threw it up in such a way that it confused Schneemann and Bright because it was directly in the middle. And anytime you can throw a lob and get your opponents to look at each other directly, you're feeling pretty good about that one. So we'll see if, for the Mashers, Kovalova and Smith can continue this confidence that they have right now. I think for Bright and Schneemann, all isn't lost. It is a 6-point deficit right now. This is rally scoring. This is MLP. Anything can happen. You need to string together a couple here, bring the energy, and work your way back in this game.
We've seen some great comebacks this weekend, so the Hustlers are still in this one.
I mean, their name is the Hustlers.
Yeah.
You know they're going to give it their all, right?
Good point.
Time in. 18-12.
Yeah, but they're called the Mashers.
Yeah.
Defensive lob, overheads, resets, net balls. The Hustlers come out on top. Is this the point they needed to build a run?
Maybe. Bright will take back the serve to Smith. All right, maybe that's just what they needed. They got a lot of momentum going here. Maybe they're starting to get hot.
1 turns to 2. Can 2 turn to 3?
14-18.
Smith with the Ernie.
Oh, Smith with the Ernie, but it just goes about 6 inches long. And I love it because I think she knew it, but tried to yell her way for that ball to be in. Classic gamesmanship.
Hit that one into the net.
And that forces a timeout from the Mashers. What a response here from the Hustlers as they were down 6 points actually after the timeout initially. They come together, they string 4 points straight after that historic, which I would call one of the best points of the tournament so far. And now they're down 2, Nicole.
Yeah, what do you think the conversation over here on the Masher side is after losing a little bit of their lead?
I think Matt Wright's over there saying, settle down, we're good. They've got some energy. They had a couple great points, but we're still in the lead. We still played well this entire game. If we get back to what was working for us, which was calculated speed ups, reaching into the kitchen, we're fine. Don't let the smoke screen, don't let all the distractions get in the way. Play your game.
No more than 8 timeouts for either team. Time in. 16-18.
Schneemann with everything she wanted on her plate right there. Decided not to eat for this one.
16.
The serve going back to the Hustlers, making this a 2-point game still as they trail by 2.
Second time Smith tried that low transition ball. From Schneemann. Watch this. As this ball's super low, she sticks her one hand backhand in there and flips it through the middle. Just an amazing shot.
Yeah, what a way to attack from below the net. And it's now a 1-point game here.
19.
The serve will now go back to the Mashers as they lead at 20-18, but one important thing to note here is both teams are frozen. This will be game point for the Mashers if they score here, as they must win by at least 2. And there you have it. The Mashers take game 1 of this match in women's doubles.
Yeah, a couple speed ups there from Schneemann that she was able to get across. And at this level, that's always the difference, are those balls you feel like you should have made and you potentially missed. Hope is not lost. They're down 1-0 in this matchup, but there is a long way to go before this entire match is over. So we will let these players warm up and get ready for men's doubles coming up next, which hopefully is half as exciting as what we just saw. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back, MLP fans. We have an exciting men's doubles match here against the Milwaukee Mashers, and playing for them we have Andre Daescu and Matt Wright against, for the Hustlers, Tyson McCuffin, one of the biggest names in pickleball, and his friend, Rafa Hewitt. What should we be expecting for this one, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the over-under of how quick we're going to hear some yelling, some banter back and forth, because we've got 3 of the 4, I would say, feistiest guys on tour in all of pickleball getting ready to play in Rafa Hewitt, Tyson McGuffin, and Matt Wright. So on the pickleball side, we're going to see some high-level play.
0-0.
And that counter just long. What a great eye from Andre Daescu, who is playing some of the best pickleball in his life this last 6 to 8 months.
Daescu finds the middle there. Milwaukee takes a quick 2-0 lead to start this one off.
2-0.
Rare miss there from Daescu as he is looking to get things flowing early on in this game. Matt Wright congratulating Daescu on that return there.
That one just goes long for McGuffin.
Yeah, that's a couple out balls that Daescu has seen early. And imagine that was on the scouting report for them. And right on cue, Daescu actually missed an out ball during that exchange.
2-4.
He gets a lot of pace, and he loves to come forward after the initial ball. You see as he did that there. Yeah, patient point all around. I think McGuffin waited to the ideal time for that speed up.
That one just going wide for Hewitt. You cannot miss Hewitt out there on the court with that bright neon hat.
Yeah, he's
matches his paddle.
Yeah, I mean, it almost matches the ball, to be honest.
McGuffin smashing it out right. Wright just not able to move, to get any motion behind his paddle there.
A rare backhand swat missed by Daescu. I think that ball was a little higher than he even anticipated. Caught him off guard.
McGuffin being a little greedy and celebrating with his classic tongue out to the crowd.
Mashers have to be careful here. Hustlers are starting to get ramped up.
Ooh, good little little dodgeball move by Deescu as that ball goes long.
Looked like it almost clipped Deescu, but he did a great job getting skinny there. They continue to pressure that side. It looks like they're kind of targeting the side of Deescu, and it's paying off for them so far. That's just experience and IQ right there as Matt Wright smirks heading back to the baseline. He loaded up as if he was going to attack that ball and then just drops it to the left hip there of McGuffin.
That one just goes wide. Serve will go back to the Hustlers.
Wright had everything but the finish there in that exchange.
9-7.
ATP there from Hewitt as he saw it early, waited, and got the two-hand around and pushes that to the back corner. That'll get their crowd fired up.
Wow, Hewitt with the tweener. I love to watch those, but, you know, not necessarily working in the Hustlers' favor at the end of this point.
Yeah, Deescu squashed that highlight there. So good from Hewitt as he targets that left hip of Matt Wright and causes the pop-up, and then pretty much leaves the Masters fighting for their life to get that ball back over. So you see here the Hustlers take an 11-8 lead heading over to the changeover.
What do you think the conversation is on the Masters side as they trail by 3?
Yeah, I think they don't want Hewitt and McGuffin to dictate things at the kitchen line. So they're going to have to find ways to really move the ball around, keep them off-centered, so that way they can set up their attacks for Deescu and Matt Wright. You saw Matt Wright earlier with the nice attack towards McGuffin. He can do that when he gets a neutral ball and he's able to set his feet. But if you're always in a defensive position because the other team's putting pressure at the kitchen line, it makes it difficult to get your bearings, and I think that's what they're seeing right now. So they've got to find a way to change the pace of the kitchen line interactions right now.
Yeah.
Let's go, Hustlers! Let's go! Let's go, Hustlers! Let's go! Let's go, Hustlers! Let's go! Masters, you are in your correct positions. Hustlers, are you in your correct position? Come in. 11-8.
The miss there from Deescu after the speed up from Hewitt cross court.
Go! No! Nope.
Good call by the Masters as that one just goes wide.
Matt Wright doing a good job directing traffic. He called 2 balls long, and then that last one accurately wide as well. That's a great speed up from Hewitt as he yells out to the crowd and to Matt Wright as well. He just jammed up Matt Wright, created that chicken wing action there.
Great find by McGuffin as he, I think, hits Hewitt's butt as celebration.
Yeah, just slaps Hewitt on the backside out of elation right now. That's good pace from Matt Wright. Listen, Matt Wright is a veteran in the game. He's definitely not going to get rattled by any of the antics. If anything, he loves to play into those as well.
The Hustlers winning that hands battle there as the serve goes back to their side.
We talk about which team is dictating right now. The Hustlers are dictating at the kitchen line, and it's paying off.
Good read by Descu as he lets that one go long.
Can't overstate how important that is at this level. That ball was 6 to 8 inches out. Very close. See if they can turn this into some momentum. They cut the lead down to 3 now here for the Mashers.
That one just goes wide for Hewitt. And now cutting the lead to only 2.
Go time. 13-15. Here's. Yeah.
Bounce, hide it.
Big overhead from Wright as he looks like an air traffic controller the way he's calling those balls out right now.
14-15.
McGuffin starting to get a little bit greedy.
That was a big point for them. I would have liked to see a timeout if they didn't execute on this point here, but they got it, which is big for their team. Now they need to turn it into more. That ball just wide there from Hewitt.
15-16.
A counter that Descu wants back, wasn't able to come over. Good aggression there from the Hustlers. I mean, we're going back and forth now here.
16-17.
Up and goes a little too far out of bounds.
Gutsy decision from Rafa Hewitt, but if I'm not mistaken, Gutsy might be his middle name. He loves to shake things up as he pushes that two-hand backhand directly through the middle and causes an error from the Mashers.
18-16.
Good read by the Mashers as McGuffin hits that one long.
Yeah, he's not happy with that one. He saw the lane, it was open. He just overcooked it a little bit. The pressure that Hewitt is putting on Andre Descu right now is almost criminal.
19-17.
to knock that one out of bounds.
Yeah, interesting decision there from Hewitt. I think he second guessed it, left that ball high.
18-19.
The serve will now go back to the Hustlers as they lead by 2. The freeze is now implemented, but this is still game point as they can only score on their serve, as the Hustlers will be serving to the Mashers. Let's see if they can get it done here. And Milwaukee stays in this one.
Hewitt attempted a high degree of difficulty shot from back there on the baseline. Let's see if it grants some life here for the Mashers. And there is no ball right now that Rafa Hewitt does not want to speed up and attack. He's seeing it almost like a watermelon out there right now. Sounds pretty good in this heat. That ball lands in from McGuffin. He takes a stab in the middle.
And the Hustlers take the second one of this match. We now have a tie here. It is 1-1. After this, we have some exciting mixed doubles coming up. We're going to let the players warm up a little bit, but don't go anywhere because we have more pickleball on the way. Welcome back, MLP fans. We have an exciting mixed doubles match on Grandstand court, excuse me.
Ooh, I like Grand Slam.
It's not tennis,
Yeah, tennis would probably be upset with us if we start using that term around here.
For the Hustlers, we have Tyson McGuffin and Lacey Schneeman. And on the other side of the court for the Milwaukee Mashers, we have Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova.
Pivotal game 3 here. Which mixed doubles team is going to move the needle for their team in their favor?
0-0.
The big swat from Kovalova to start this game off. Nothing gets you warm like being able to get up to the kitchen line and volley a ball like that. Make that 2 swipes for her early on in the first 30 seconds of this game. Hustlers are going to have to dial that in here.
2-0.
Milwaukee just going long on that one, allowing the Hustlers to get on the board.
Great speed up from Schneeman to set that in motion. That'll be the challenge for Schneeman there. She loves to be aggressive. She'll have to figure out when she should drive those and when she should give it a little more margin.
Great find by Kovalova. She just hits that one right down the middle between McGuffin and Schneeman. Milwaukee will take the 4-1 lead.
4-1.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered here for the Hustlers as they are creeping back into this early.
For those of you new to pickleball, that's one of the best shots you can hit is right at your opponent's feet.
No.
McGuffin getting active here as he just dominates that left side. We've also got a score update from some of our other courts in action happening right now. St. Louis Shock and BLQK are tied up 1 game apiece currently. Miss there from Schneeman.
5-4.
Great backhand shot by McGuffin there.
Yeah, he does a good job here, as you can see, speeding that off the bounce to the right-hand side of Kovalova and then putting the next ball away.
Schneeman just not able to get to that one. Wright winning that hands battle between the two.
6-5.
Kovalova a little short on that 5th shot there.
6-6. No.
And Matt Wright yells out, no, as that ball does not come down from Schneeman. She'll look to stay aggressive here, though.
7-6.
McGuffin not able to get that one over the net, just clips the tape.
8-6. That's out. Go, guys.
Another ball, a little bit long. Looking for her to dial it in here. That is a ball that he loves to speed up there. Just got it too close to the tape, not able to go over.
No.
Matt Wright trying to say no to that one as he maybe thought it was going out.
Yeah, a little high. Kovalova apologizes for hitting the out ball. Great play by Schneemann. He shoved Schneemann around a little bit there. Again, inhalation, but they have two deadly forehands on that side from McGuffin and Schneemann, and they're putting them to work right now. Yeah, that one is a little too low there for McGuffin. Got a little carried away.
10-9.
Speed up, working in Kovalova's favor as the Mashers take the 2-point lead. It's 11-9.
Yeah, Mashers playing well right now. What we've seen so far is whatever team has been up heading into the changeover has ended up coming on top of that game and actually winning it. So right now that bodes well in their favor.
Yeah, we know Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova, it's not a new pairing. How important do you think it is to have good chemistry with your doubles partner?
It's so you almost cannot even quantify the importance of a great relationship and great experience with your doubles partner, and also a history there. It helps for those middle balls. It helps for combinations that you see. You don't see a lot of talking between Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova. Physically, you don't see it because they kind of understand the action that's happening each time. And so it's so huge. They've got the advantage there. McGuffin and Schneemann, somewhat of a newer pairing, don't play a ton together, so they're figuring out some of the nuances that have to happen within this game, and they got to figure it out fast because they're down 2 and they need this game to give momentum in their favor.
9.
Trying to allow McGuffin. He gets there, and they're just not able to return that second ball over the net.
And you talk about partner chemistry. I guarantee Matt Wright knew Kovalova would lob the second ball after she did the first one, and he was so prepared and ready for the block.
Schneemann a little frustrated after hitting that one long.
Yeah, I think that's the second or third return out for Schneemann. Matt Wright starting to have a pep in his step here as he helps his team off to a 5-point lead now.
What a shot by McGuffin. So well placed.
Okay, 14.
One of my favorite things about MLP is the owners of these teams. The New York Hustlers are owned by Draymond Green, Kevin Love, and LeBron James.
Just long there from McGuffin. And Nicole, yeah, the owners for the Hustlers, as an NBA fan, just excites me to see them enter the game of pickleball. Like, how cool is it to have names like LeBron James in pickleball? I mean, this is just insane, and it's cool to see, and it speaks to the growth and the exposure of Major League Pickleball.
Yeah, for sure. I want to see some of these NBA players out here trying to play pickleball. I mean, they are some of the most athletic people, on the planet, I would argue. I'm curious how they would pick up the game of pickleball.
Yeah, we've got a small sample size. We had Kevin Durant out in Austin, Texas, playing some pickleball, trying his hand in it, and I remember asking him, if he wanted to transition to pro pickleball, and he gave a long-winded answer and basically just said no. So I'm not sure we'll see him over here anytime soon, but loves the sport and happy to play the game.
Masters, are you in your correct position? Hustlers, are you in your correct position? Time in. 16-10.
Good reach in there from McGuffin, and he put enough spin on that ball where it dipped just before Matt Wright's paddle.
16.
That's a ball McGuffin wants back. He wanted to attack, but not too high to Kovalova. It really cost him that play there.
Yours?
That one just bounces off the tape and goes wide for the Mashers. The serve will return to the Hustlers as they trail by 5 points.
12-17.
Kovalova looking a bit disappointed after that one.
Yeah, it's a routine ball for her. I think she, for a second, thought it would go out. Just second guess, and they do get a gift here from McGuffin with one of the best serves in the game, just missing.
18-13.
Hustlers looking to get some momentum here.
A little bit of Tyson McGuffin. He thought the ball was going to the right side of the court. Great read by the Mashers, though, as Wright saw him moving and knew exactly where to place that one.
19-14.
Kovalova with some uncharacteristic misses here late in this game. They still are holding on to a 4-point lead.
19.
Hustlers will look to capitalize on this. And some pressure there, which forces that out ball. And you're starting to hear the Hustler fans now get a little bit loud.
Yeah, as they cut their
15-19.
trailing, or as they only trail behind by 3 now. Kovalova and Wright celebrating after that one.
Yeah, that's a point they needed. It gets them to 20 now, where they can close this game out.
20-16. Yours. Yours.
McGuffin after chaos on both sides. Kovalova and Wright with some amazing gets. It seemed as if they were going to end this in crazy fashion, but Mr. McGuffin shows up. Ernie's that left side.
Oh, nice. Come on, Mashers, all you.
Oh, it looks like maybe McGuffin stepped in the kitchen line on that one?
So we've got Bob Swisshelm sorting things out now. I think the Milwaukee Mashers are going to challenge this play as they feel Tyson McGuffin stepped into the kitchen on that last play, which would be monumental because that would result in this game being over and a Milwaukee Mashers win. He was just here on our near side, so hard to tell if he did or not.
Players around me need to be better, Mike. Better? I don't know. The cameras have been on. Every camera.
It looks like the refs are discussing around the court.
Call on court stand. Okay. Those two Mashers, 21.
So the call does stand.
And it looks like the Mashers will take this one 21-16.
Wow.
They lead in this match now 2-1. Can the Hustlers win this next match and make this a tie game? That will send us to a dream breaker. Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back, pickleball fans. We have our last mixed doubles game of this match. For the New York Hustlers, we have Rafa Hewitt and Anna Bright, and on the other side of the court from the Mashers, we have Callie Jo Smith and Andre Deescu.
Yeah, this is a big game either way. Listen, for the Mashers, they need this to close out this match, and for the Hustlers, they need this game to stay alive within this match as they're down 2-1.
Yep.
The Mashers take the 2-0 lead to start this one.
10-0.
A little confusion there in the middle after a previous reset. That goes in the favor of the Hustlers here. It's good aggression there. Andre going to the two-hand backhand there from the left side. It looked like that ball kicked up on Anna Bright as she's disappointed not able to get that one.
Anna Bright tries to speed it up there, but not working in their favor as the serve will go back to the Mashers. Not necessarily working for them as the Mashers hit a great shot to earn that point.
Just crazy play there from Callie Smith. Be able to get back into that play with some aggression and finish it off. Not able to do it there. Similar to the previous point, wanted to come in all the way up and finish the play. Something similar to what Callie Smith did, trying to come in on the run and utilize that two-hand backhand. A tough shot to pull off.
Great shot by Smith as she aims for Hewitt's feet. They now take a 6-point lead as it's 8-2. Soaring out of bounds.
Yeah, nice 1-2 punch there. They expected that counter to be out. Too much heat on it. We talked about Callie Smith and Lucy Kovalova being able to reach in so well, and she is doing that to a T, which is kind of jamming up Rafa Hewitt a little bit. right there you can see the effects of her doing that. Now Hewitt's deciding to speed up a ball. He doesn't want to get into those long dink rallies and allow her to reach in.
And it looks like the Mashers will now take an 8-point lead as it is 11-3. What's working so well for the Mashers right now, Brandon?
The Mashers are playing clean pickleball. It is essentially error-free outside 1 or 2 aggressive errors that they've had. They've come in with a game plan. They like that cross-court action between Callie Smith and Rafa Hewitt. It has worked well for them to string together some points, and they're just playing confident pickleball. That has yielded them an 8-point lead here.
And on the flip side, what do you think the Hustlers need to do to turn this one around?
But right now, I haven't heard the crowd. I haven't heard their bench so far. Energy is their biggest motivator here. They need to have it. And what happens is, if you don't string together a couple points, it's hard for your fans to get involved. So I look for them to put together some type of rally and then leverage the crowd. Rafa Hewitt has switched from the lime green hat to a traditional white one. Maybe that's it.
We shall see.
Joe Smith lean in and take over, and during that point.
Rafa Hewitt ducks as he thought that one was going long, but it just stays in, paints the line, and allows the Mashers to take a 10-point lead in this game.
Smith is playing flawless pickleball right now.
Bright trying to hype up Hewitt, saying, come on, let's go. We're hearing the crowd a little bit more. Bright, I think, is one of the most competitive people at the premier level. She's just so dialed in every time she steps on this court.
You are not wrong in that statement.
All right, here we go. It looks like the Hustlers are coming back a little bit as they cut their 8-point deficit to a 7-point deficit, or excuse me, a 10-point deficit now to a 7-point deficit.
Miss there from Hewitt, but I like the run so far and the fight that Hewitt and Bright are showing to try and get back in this game. That ball lands in from Hewitt. Just unfortunately, they are not in a position to trade points back and forth. They've got to string some more together right now. Just whipped that paddle so hard with the one-hand backhand. Great anticipation. Awesome play from Callie Smith.
Just going long for Hewitt. The serve will stay on the Masher side. When you pop it up to him, especially in the middle of the court, he knows exactly what to do with it.
Yeah, awesome play and great firepower by Hewitt on that point.
8-16. Point.
Hustlers calling that one long.
9-16.
And when you're trying to make a comeback, those are the plays that you cannot afford. The thirds, the returns, they have to go over.
Smith not able to get under that ball enough to pop that one over the net.
Yeah, great initial setup, but just not able to finish it on that second ball from Daescu. You talk about laying it all on the line. You talk about fight, mental fortitude. They showed it in that play right there. Let's see if that helps them carry some momentum back into this game.
17.
Joe Smith apologizes for that one.
Yeah, I mean, listen, she's at least 17% sorry for that ball doing that right there. Tough to see that happen for the Hustlers right now.
Those pop-ups off the net can just be so tricky as you don't know which way the ball's going.
Yeah, that's what makes a comeback so difficult. A lot of times you think, hey, I can string together a few points, we can start playing well, and we get back into this game. Well, since it's rally scoring, you cannot account for net balls, balls that skid off of the line, balls that bounce on the wrong hole towards you, and so you've got to do everything you can before getting to this point to see if you can keep the gap short.
What do you think the Masters need to do here to close this one out?
I think the Masters, things are working in their favor. It's, hey, let's just step back out there on the line, let's serve, and let's do what feels right, what has felt right this entire game. For the Hustlers, they're the ones that are playing. They have to play a little more cautious here because they've got to make sure that they're having good rallies and good long points.
9 in. 19, 11.
Just a good point construction from the Hustlers as Hewitt just continued inching his way left and then tagging each of those balls down at Daescu's feet.
Good call by Daescu as that one just goes long.
Yeah, he very nearly hit this ball as if to send a message, but the best message is letting the ball go out.
Smith just missing the swipe a little bit on that one. Not able to get control of the ball there.
I'm not sure I've seen that from her before. She is 9 for 10 now on those reach-in attempts.
That one just goes long, and the serve will return back to the Masters side. This will be game point for them. Let's see if they can end this one.
Bob Swissell clarifying the rules as Rafa Hewitt wanted a confirmation on that call, but not able to do that anymore. You would have to challenge the call.
This one as the serve goes back to their side. They trail by 6, and the Masters will be frozen on 20, meaning they can only score on their serve.
Some hands of steel from Callie Smith and Andre Deescu to fend off every attack from Anna Bright. Just some awesome hands on display.
Go back to them as they trail by 5.
Yeah, I think they need at least 2 points here to get the Masters to start feeling a little nervous about this comeback. Response from the Masters right there.
Deescu will, or Callie Jo Smith will take back the serve. Game point for the Masters. And there we have it. The Masters win this game, win this match 3-1.
The Masters have been playing some awesome pickleball this tournament. That makes 3 straight match wins for them. For a team that was notoriously in the middle to bottom of the pack, for them to come out in this tournament and officially get out of group play and move to the quarterfinal, potentially the semifinal rounds based on seeding. What an amazing job. The Hustlers are still not out. They potentially have a chance depending on what happens with Florida Smash and SoCal Hard 8s later on in the day. So we will see, but it's been awesome being in the booth here with you, Nicole.
You as well, Brandon. Stay tuned because we have another match right after this on Grandstand Court. The Frisco Pandas will be playing the Seattle Pioneers. I'm Nicole Beckelman.
And I'm Brandon Insekpong.
And yeah, stay tuned. Good afternoon, pickleball fans. We got an exciting matchup between the Seattle Pioneers and the Frisco Pandas. Brandon, what should we be expecting from this one?
Yeah, listen, the Seattle Pioneers right now, they're 2-0. They've won both of their matches this weekend. They want to win this match to help them solidify potentially getting that first seed overall, which would mean a bye straight into the semifinal rounds. Super important for them. And then for the Frisco Pandas, they have not won a match yet here this weekend. They want to play spoiler. The way that it's set up, they will not be advancing, but they could spoil that #1 seed for the Seattle Pioneers right here with a great match win.
It looks like we'll be starting with women's doubles for the Seattle Pioneers. We have Etta Wright and Megan Nizan. And for the Frisco Pandas, we have Lena Padigamente and Yana Grechkina.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of firepower here from Grechkina and Padigamente against Dizon and Etta Wright. I am looking forward to this matchup right here.
That one just goes wide for the Pandas as the Pioneers take the 1-0 lead.
Couple early misses there from Grechkina. Look for her to dial it in as she is a heavily offensive player.
Both teams shaking out a few of the early mistakes. Great placement by Etta Wright, right at Padigamente's feet.
Yeah, Etta Wright's going to do a really good job of probing and setting up her attacks, and you can see it there. A great point all around from these ladies out here. We saw the defense from Padigamente, but too much from Dizon, able to put that last ball away.
4-1.
Great little dink battle between the two. Grechkina coming away with the point on that one.
Yeah, I like the attack from Grechkina there. She is going to continue to probe until she finds what she likes. Good job from Wright and Dizon withstanding the attacks there from the Pandas. They continue to put pressure on them, keeping them back, and end up winning the rally here.
5-2.
Great put away by Padigamente as the serve goes back to their end of the court as they as they trail by 2.
Yeah, better job dictating at the kitchen line. Allowed them to come away with the point. huge power from Clemente, and that is really her calling card here on the court. She's one of the most powerful ladies in the game, so any ball that gets up, she knows what to do with it. Wow. I mean, Etta Wright, instead of hitting the overhead, she lets that ball bounce, and then she fires a forehand cross court at the feet of Grechkina.
What a great hands battle. Ends with Wright just going a little bit too long.
Grechkina doing a good job staying in there and standing into the fight, letting that last ball go long.
Zahn just clipping the tape, not able to get that one over the net.
Women's doubles is so exciting because you see the explosive firefights between all four players here.
6-6.
With that ATP, but
DeZone here came through and just found the gap right there. But what a play by all four ladies on the court.
7-6.
great find by Grechkina, just finds the edge of the court, allowing this to be a tie game, 7-7.
7-7.
What a play by DeZon. Great placement, great read.
The level of defense being played out here right now is incredible from all four of these ladies. Good job by Grechkina to lean in there and take that ball out of the air, which is a great play to take time away from your opponent, put them on their heels.
Pandas just going long on that one. A little too much power.
Pandas building some momentum here. See if they can string together a few.
Great shot by Grechkina. Just gets over that ball, slams it between Wright and DeZon.
Yeah, right now they're comfortable with this game being played at the kitchen line, waiting for a ball that's up, and then Grechkina is doing a really good job leaning in. Bodega Maite almost fought her way back up to the kitchen line, but it was a good job by Etta Wright to keep the pressure going cross court. Anytime you've got your opponent back, the more pressure you can put on them makes it harder for them to get back to the kitchen line and reset.
Great speed up by Wright. Almost body bags Grishkina a little bit there.
Yeah, it's a good adjustment by the Pioneers. They were going cross court between Grechkina and Dizon, and now what they've done is they've switched that to cross court between Bodega Maite and Wright, which is allowing Wright, anytime there's an up ball, stick that forehand in there as you saw there and really just apply pressure as she did towards Grechkina.
I'm doing perfect.
This game is back and forth here with it's only a 1-point lead from the Pioneers. I think I'm looking for one team to really take control, string together 2 or 3 points to widen this gap. But right now it's anyone's game.
Wrong.
And we talked about what's on the line here. So for the Pioneers, they want to win this match so that they can solidify potentially first place overall and get them a bye here at MLP. And for the Frisco Pandas, they have not won a match yet here this weekend. They would love for this to be their first.
Clemente just paints the line, keeps that one in, and the serve goes back to the Pandas.
Yeah, she's got many titles. Not sure that painter is one, but I guess we can add it. That's tough there for Grechkina. Anytime you're trying to build a run, you hate to miss that third shot drop there.
You mentioned a lot is on the line here for this game. The winner of the Season 1 Super Finals, the winning team, each player will be awarded $60,000.
Some confusion there from Bodega Maite and Grechkina, but you're right, Nicole. I love the super final format, the fact that all of these games, all these matches matter in the entire season, and who doesn't want to win $60,000 in cash?
Grechkina a little frustrated after just clipping the tape, not able to get that one over. The serve will go back to the Pioneers as they lead by 2.
14-12.
Great defense by the Pandas, but it's just not enough to win that one.
Yeah, a little bit of a danger zone here for the Pandas as they don't want to go down 4 and 5 points here. What the Pioneers do is they lull you to sleep and then they widen the gap.
Right, knew exactly what to do with that one after Grechkina popped it up.
Yeah, it's just great job by Wright, the zone applying pressure, and the right move here from the Frisco Pandas to call a timeout, as it is now a 4-point lead here for the Pioneers.
I think we see the Pandas getting stuck a lot on defense at the backside of the court. What strategy do you think they need to implement to cut this deficit?
Yeah, I think they have to make a decision. Do we want to drive from the baseline and be aggressive to try and work our way up, or do we want to drop the ball in so that we can slowly get towards the kitchen line? I would argue that for them, the way this game is going, it makes sense to drop that ball in there so that they can play a little bit more pickleball. These points are happening pretty quick right now because of the fact that they're driving and trying to apply pressure without managing the return that happens from there. So we'll see if they make that shift here. It's tough when you've got two aggressive offensive players in Bodega Maite and Grechkina, but it all depends on how they want this game to turn out.
Pioneers are in the correct position. Pandas are in the correct position. Time in. 16, 12.
Smart move by Grechkina. Saw that Dazan and Wright were on the baseline and just knew where to place that little dink.
Yeah, I think an accidental drop shot, a team drop shot right there in the middle from the Pandas. Hey, it worked out. Good communication from Bodega Maite and Grechkina. Listen, they're smiling, they're having a great time, and that's half the battle when you're trying to make a comeback. That's the other half of the battle. The ball has to go over from the baseline.
Great shot by Grechkina. I don't think anyone could have got to that one.
Yeah, she did a great job putting an angle on that overhead, especially from the right side where she didn't have a lot of margin. High risk, but it paid off for her there.
15, 17.
When you're trailing behind this late in the game, it's so crucial to not make those little mistakes.
I think we've seen some confusion here from Bodega Maite and Grechkina, both players wanting to be aggressive to get their team back in this game. You've got to manage that appropriately here. Real subtle, but Bodega Maite put some top spin on that two-hand ball right there, and it kicked up, just threw at her right off a tad. Great ball, great play by Bodega Maite.
16, 18. Side out, 19.
The Pioneers now take a 3-point lead as this is a 19-16 game. Wright will take back the serve to Bodega Maite.
That ball just clips the tape and then also tags the zone as well and just stays in.
19.
the Pandas now making this a 1-point game.
Yeah, don't look now, but hey, all of the things that have happened in this game, the Pandas are only down 1 with the chance to tie it up right here.
If they do, I wouldn't be surprised if the Pioneers took a timeout.
Yeah, I agree.
The serve will go back to the Pioneer side as they lead 20-18. The freeze has been implemented, but because the Pioneers are serving, this will be game point. Let's see if they can finish this one out. And they do it. The Pioneers win this game, take the first game of the match as they're up 1-0. Up next, we have a men's doubles match. Keep watching, because you don't want to miss it. Welcome back, pickleball fans. For the Seattle Pioneers, we have Ben Johns and Tyler Loong. And for the Frisco Pandas, we have DJ Young and Zane Navratil. Ben Johns just finds the edge there. What makes Ben Johns the #1 men's player?
Yeah, listen, if we've got 7 hours to talk, I could go through everything there, but there's a lot. Listen, he's just got an arsenal of shots, as you see there on display. And there's another man in DJ Young that has a pretty deep tool bag, and he is able to get that ball just by Johns. Not often you see a dink winner, but that's it.
This is DJ Young's first event with the Pandas, as he was originally on the Milwaukee Mashers.
Yeah, I think that was a great trade for both teams, much needed. And Young, a better chemistry here with Zane Navratil.
They tried to lob him, but they were not successful.
Yeah, we talk about the things that make Ben Johns, and scouting is one of them. He knows that that's one of DJ's favorite plays, snuffed it out there. Great reach in by Navratil. He does a good job not only reaching in, but getting a lot of pace and spin on that ball. Made it tough for Loong to come up with a reset.
Johns with the ATP.
Wow. I mean, what a play. He let this ball go to its last point before he attempted the ATP and just pushes it right past Young. Loong off on the reset there. So we're knotted up here early at 4. It's a good play by Johns as he attacked the first one at DJ Young's body, read the counter, and puts it away.
The return on that one was just long, giving a point to the Pioneers as they lead 6-4.
6-4.
And it's a good overhead by Young to get that ball back in play and keep pressure on the Pioneers as they come away with the point.
Navratil not able to get to that one. Pioneers now lead 6-5, or 7-5, excuse me.
5.
Yeah, great job of pressure from Young and Navratil. John's not able to come up with the reset here.
6-7.
John just pops that one off the net and gives Zane Nabertil an easy shot to end this point, but we go back to talk about why Ben Johns is the #1 player. The pop-up off the net and the way he was able to return that one to the Pandas, very impressive. Loong with the Ernie.
The first Ernie from Loong in this game. I think we need a little Loong Ernie counter on the top left of the screen. We'll work on that here on our side. Great play from him.
That is indeed his favorite shot in the game.
Yeah, I love that play from Young. He does a good job there where he gets the up ball and he doesn't go directly at the player that's back. He goes at an angle to Ben John's left foot, which makes it tough to come back.
Loong just goes wide. Keeping this is actually the first time the Pandas take the lead in the game with a 9-8 1-point lead.
9-8.
Great lead by Loong as he saw Young trying to attack that ball from above his chest, recognize that that ball is going to be long. Young a little too aggressive on that last ball. He does a great job reaching in on the first couple, but the defense forces you to go for a little bit too much sometimes.
The speed up, working in his favor as the ball gets popped up, and he has a great swipe at that ball.
Yeah, as a group of players that hit some of the heaviest balls in pickleball, DJ Young's a part of that club.
The Pioneers will take the 1-point lead, 11-10, as they switch sides and we go into our first timeout of this game.
But it's not bad.
And we've got an identical score of what happened on the female side where the Pioneers are up 1, it's close, it's 11-10. And we talked about it in that game there that it's a scary point for the Pandas because what the Pioneers do is they just hang around, they lull you to sleep, and then they slowly widen the gap. Now they're up 2. Now they're up 3, now they're up 4, and you're playing well, and you feel like you can make a run back, but before you know it, the game is over. So I think for the Pandas, they need to act as if they're down 5 here and really find out what is going to work. How do we apply pressure to get back on top?
What do you think will work for the Pandas here?
You know, I think it's tough. Honestly, when you're playing against Ben Johns on the other side, Tyler Loong, they have a great strategy. I think you just need to be as aggressive as possible and hope that you can string together some points.
11-10.
We're back to a tie game here as Loong just hit that one into the net. Young will take back the serve to Johns.
See, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. You see Young being aggressive, maybe taking more risks than he normally would. That's what it takes to defeat a top team like this. You're going to have to throw some stuff at them that they may not have already seen before. A little unorthodox.
This is not the typical Ben Johns we normally see. He's made a few mistakes in the past couple plays. We'll see if he can shake it off.
Yeah, that ball wide there from Navratil. And yeah, kudos to Johns. Imagine how good you have to be for a few mistakes to make you seem human, right?
For real.
Well, 13.
Those are the type of plays that just increase the confidence on the Pioneer side. They know the longer they can keep the ball in the air here, it's going to favor them.
Johns with the ATP. For those who are new to pickleball, ATP stands for around the post.
Yeah, one of the favorite ones to hit there is he saw it, he was already leaning that way, it clipped the net and gave him an easy runway there at the end.
Yeah, just so low to the ground too.
Miss reset there from Johns. Return right there from Johns as the Pandas now sport a 2-point lead here.
16, 14.
The game so far for Young and Navratil. Young is playing extremely well on that left side, very confident right now.
Good read by Johns. Knew that one was just going far.
Yeah, got away with it earlier, went at the body of Johns. That one was to an open space area, and they were able to let it go long.
Pioneers trail by 2 as Johns takes back the serve to Young. Pioneers are coming back as they make this a 1-point game.
Yeah, I think this is a good timeout here from the Pandas as they were making a run. Things were looking great on their end. And then they made kind of a mental error there from DJ Young. He had Johns and Loong all the way back at the baseline, decides to bring them forward with the drop shot. At this level, if your drop shot is not insanely good, these athletes will easily get back up to the net, and that ended up in a lost point for the Pandas.
We talked a little bit about Ben Johns before. What do you think's not working for him right now?
Yeah, I think he feels pretty comfortable. He knows that he's not going to make every single shot. Part of the thing that makes him great is the mental aspect. He can withstand a lot of scenarios. And so we look at what's happening here. It's a 1-point deficit for himself by his standards. Maybe he hasn't played quite as well as he'd like to, but I guarantee he feels that he could still come on top and win this game.
Yeah, he's so good at staying so calm and so relaxed in moments like this.
16, 17.
Those will not help from Loon. Just, those are balls we just got to have over at this stage of the game, but we'll see if they can get it back here.
Johns goes long on that one, giving the Pandas a 3-point lead.
19, 16.
think for the Pandas, they need to get to 20 as soon as possible. They want to try to freeze that score.
Good call by Loom, playing a little bit of dodgeball there as he had to step out of the way for the ball to go out of bounds.
18-19.
We're back to a tie game here, 19-19. Pioneers are on a little bit of a run.
Young with a couple of errors mixed together here. Again, they don't want the Pioneers to get to 20 before them.
Go, go, go. Go, go. In. You.
This will be game point as they must win by 2.
That's insane.
What a play. There's a reason he's the best in the game. I think that shot right there just proved that sing.
I mean, this was a 19-16 game in favor of the Pandas. You see a 5-point run from the Pioneers to close it out. We talked about the mental fortitude of their team, the no quit, the calmness. You just saw it on display right there, Nicole.
Oh, for sure. After this, we have mixed doubles coming up, so keep watching. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Pickleball fans. We have our first mixed doubles match underway. Great shot by Young to start this one off. For the Pandas, we have Yana Grechkina and DJ Young. And on the other side of the court, for the Pioneers, we have Tyler Loom and Megan Dazan.
Just a great stretch, kind of a scorpion there from, or tomahawk there from DJ Young at the end of that. Wow, look at that lean.
Great hustle by Long. Just not enough, though, to get that point.
The wheels on Tyler Loong right there to get that after the overhead tip was not executed there by Dazan. That's just great play.
Young just pops that one up onto the net, just lands in bounds, giving the Pandas the 3-1 lead.
4-0.
Excuse me, the 4-0 lead.
And that's what the Pioneers are going to need to do. They've got DJ Young coming out aggressive here. They're going to need to keep the ball, funnel it to Grechkina, settle things down.
Good.
That is high-level defense from Loong and Dazan to stay in that point after a couple heavy overheads there from DJ Young.
Serve going back to the Pioneers, making this a 1-point game as they trail by 1.
What a play from Young, and Dazan is even like, wow, that's a good shot.
Dazan clapping at the net, congratulating Young for that. Good read by Dazan as Young hits it wide.
Yeah, I think the challenge for Young is he has to string together 2 or 3 good plays together. He's having a great play and then maybe a little bit of a letdown before the next one.
Ooh, Young calls that one out. Looks like the Pioneers want to challenge.
Are you maintaining your outball? All right, the Seattle Pioneers have requested a challenge on the outcall. As the rally stands, the Frisco Pandas will be serving at 6-4.
The Pandas here have the 2-point lead. What's working well for the Pandas in this game?
Yeah, it's all DJ Young right now. This is probably his best event, is mixed doubles. It allows for him to show his creativity, to move around the court, to take as many balls as he would like. And so you're seeing him showcase all the tools he has in his bag in this type of matchup. Now, when it's going well, it definitely works in their favor. He'll just have to do a good job of managing the downtime, the downward times, right? When the shots aren't going the way that he wants. So as long as it's working the way it is now, they've got a really good chance to pull this game off. And
on the flip side, what do the Pioneers need to do to turn this one around?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a broken record. The Pioneers, they hang around, they stay close, and then they pull away late at the end of the game. So for them, I don't think, you know, their heart's not beating any more beats per minute than it should be. They're completely calm, feeling like this is a long game.
After video review, the ball was in. The call has been overturned.
All right. Looks like the Pandas,
Retained their video challenge.
or sorry, the Pioneers
Frisco Pandas.
challenge was correct as that ball was in. The serve will go back to the Pioneers, and we now have a tie game.
We will resume play with the Seattle Pioneers serving 5-5. Time in. 5-5.
Big swipe there from DJ Young as that ball is not coming back. Loong and Young going back and forth about a ball that was out and could be overturned. The banter has begun.
The Pioneers body bag Young, just flies off him.
They took both of the first hits on the chin and then fire back from DeZon with that black ace paddle.
Great hit by DeZon, so well placed, right in between the two.
Yeah, she has one of the most powerful two-hand backhands on the female side of the game, and you've seen it 2 shots in a row.
Ball goes back to the Pandas. Tie game, 8-8 as Grechkina serves to Loong.
Yeah, great play there by DeZon again, keeping the pressure on Young and Grechkina.
So much power from Young. What attributes to that?
Yeah, I think he just does a good job getting rotation and has a real loose arm when it comes to firing on those balls. The stiffer you have your arm, the harder it is to create that rotation and that motion that he's getting to create power. It's like Young stepped on the line there, got a foot fault call. Let's see. Yep, that right foot.
10-9.
Great hit by Young, places it right at Loong's feet.
Yeah, and they're going to have to find the left side and the backhand there of DJ Young, because right now anything on that left side towards his forehand is very tough.
Young just clipping the tape on that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Pioneers lead 11-10 as the teams will switch sides and we'll have a 1-minute timeout.
Listen, this is the 3rd straight game where it has ended in 11-10 during the changeover for the Pioneers. And we've said the same thing here in the booth. They hang around most of the game and they slowly pull away 2 points here, 3 points here, 4 points, and now the game's over. So we're in an identical situation. I think for the Pandas, they've got to recognize that and talk to the team and say, hey, what can we do differently this 3rd time? We lost the first 2 games in this similar situation. What do we need to do to come out on top?
We'll start back up here with Dazan serving to DJ Young.
Correct position. Pioneer, correct position. Time in. 11, 10.
Yep, yes, it did. Replay.
Yeah, so that ball clipped the net, but if you look closely, it actually hit the bar. And so what happens there is it is a replay of the entire point. Good pressure from Young as he stepped off and hit the two-hand backhand. Sometimes stepping back, giving yourself more time, and then firing an attackable shot. It's a great play.
Ooh, Young with the ATP working in his favor.
Such good footwork by Young as he almost came in a little too hot, slowed it down, and then created the ATP opportunity.
How does one know when to hit an ATP? What do you see? What angle?
Yeah, I think what they're looking for is anytime you could see the ball coming very sharp with some spin on it, that's going to kick it out wide. It's going to give you a good opportunity.
Great defense by the Pandas.
Yeah, it was a big ball at the baseline from Yana Grechkina. She packs a heavy punch from back there, former tennis star.
Pioneers winning that hands battle as they now follow, or they trail by 1.
12, 13.
Grechkina just goes wide on that one.
Yeah, just a little wide. I think she was trying to find just a skinny margin on the left side of Dazan. Pushed it a little too much. Young is creating some really good action from that backhand side as he just poked that ball a little high and Leung not able to create any pace off of that.
14, 13.
The Pandas now take a 2-point lead as they lead 15-13.
Good drive and poach. Grechkina sets up Young. He comes in and does the cleanup work.
Grechkina apologizes after that one as she knows there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, we'll call it apologizing. I'm not sure if she was waving to the other team in that instance. Happy to see it go in, though.
Pandas here now taking a 4-point lead, which is the biggest lead they have taken all game.
13.
And we saw a similar situation in the previous game. Pandas up 4 to 5 points at the end of the game and gave it up. Let's see if they can hold on to this lead here.
Young attempts the ATP, but just goes wide, not able to get that one in bounds.
Yeah, just a little bit short on this one. He's been good on the other two. That puts this deficit at 2 for the Pioneers as Dazan lines up to serve.
15, 17.
Young finds it in the middle. A little miscommunication between Dazan and Leung.
Yeah, we talked about him having a lot of tricks. I mean, this one is one deep from the bag. Look at that. Pushes it to the baseline and in.
18, 15.
Young just attacking so well. Gets so much power on those shots.
Yeah, he does a good job loading up, and that new Engage paddle that he's sporting, the 13.5 millimeter, gives him a nice amount of pop. Didn't work in that scenario right there, though, right? It's okay. We don't make them all.
17, 19.
The Pandas now lead 20-17. This will be game point. Can they get it done here? Can they win their first game of the match? And they do it.
Great
Gretchkina.
shot by Gretchkina right there through the middle. I mean, that was awesome to cap this game off.
Seattle Pioneers still lead 2-1, but if the Pandas win this next one, we will be going into a dream breaker. We have one more mixed doubles game right after this, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Pickleball fans. We have our last mixed doubles game here for the Pioneers. We have Etta Wright and Ben Johns, and for the Pandas, Lena Padagamente and Zaina Navratil.
Good leave to start this game by Padagamente, letting that ball go out from Ben Johns.
1-0.
Etta Wright putting that one away, giving the Pioneers their first point of the game.
Yeah, it's great play there. That is the point construction that the Pioneers would love to see this entire game. Good drive by Johns as he took some pace off of that one as opposed to the previous drive.
Good transition by Padagamente as that one just bounced off the net. Had to switch her hands really quick. Just goes wide though, or long, excuse me. Taking over that point.
Yeah, some great hops from Navratil there to get to the overhead and not only get there, but force it at an angle where Johns could not catch up to. Big drive from Padagamente. She really loves to drive that third from the backhand position. Yeah, that's a textbook play from Johns as he set it up and then flips this ball right in the chicken wing section of Padagamente.
Johns with the Burt.
I mean, the most casual Burt you'll see is he sized this up. He's great at anticipating, jumps the corner and finishes that ball.
5-4.
Padagamente calls that one wide. The ball will go back to their side.
Johns asking for a quick challenge as he firmly believed that that ball landed in. Really close on that sideline there.
All right, the Seattle Pioneers have opted to challenge the out call. As the rally stands, the Frisco Pandas will be serving 5-5.
One of my favorite things about Major League Pickleball is the owners of these teams. The owners of the Frisco Pandas are a comedy social group referred to as Dude Perfect, and also, I don't know, some guy named Dak Prescott. Have you heard of him? The quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Listen, the Cowboys, one of my favorite NFL teams, so cool to see Dak Prescott enter the pickleball space. Can't wait until we see these NFL athletes out here playing some pickleball live in front of us. That'll be cool.
YouTube, it'll be they're using these cameras. What you're seeing is these cameras. What we're looking at is a line camera. It's an entirely different view.
We mentioned this is a pivotal game here for the Pandas. Seattle's up 2-1. Pandas want to extend their MLP stay here, and to do that, they're going to need to force this into a dream breaker and win this game.
The ref just explaining to the crowd that they're looking at a different camera. They have special line cameras that they can see to see if the ball was in or out.
Yeah, one of the changes this MLP, notice here on Grandstand, we're not seeing some of those replay angles. They've got a separate booth for that now where they can get a bunch of different angles for the referee to look at. It's great because it does make the decision process quicker for them to just go there. And I think we have a resolution here.
After video review, the ball was in. The Seattle Pioneers retained their video challenge. The Frisco Pandas have lost the video challenge. You have one free video challenge remaining.
So there you have it. The call was overturned, and the ball will go back to the Pioneers. Pioneers now lead 6-4.
Time in. 6-4. Point.
That ball just wide there from Navratil.
7-4.
Navratil, so much power on those shots. Perfect way to end that point, aiming just at Wright's legs.
Yeah, part of the reason he designed his famous paddle that way is to get more length for the two-hand backhand.
Navratil body begging Wright.
Yeah, and look, the two-hand backhand helps, but he also gets more reach on the one hand. As you can see here, he just flips that ball right there to the backside of Wright.
6, 7.
You mentioned how Navratil designed his own paddle. Ben Johns also designed the paddle that he is using.
Yeah, the Perseus paddle for Ben Johns, that is a highly coveted paddle at the moment. He's been working on with Yola, officially launched this past week.
Don't lob it up to Ben Johns.
Yeah, listen, you start to see him put his imprint on this game. He knows that how important this game is for them to win this match. Wright was all over that ball with their two-hand backhand, but not able to get it over. Great play from the Pandas to inch their way closer.
What a firefight. Johns takes that one as he finds the line. And the Pioneers lead 11-7 as they switch sides and take a timeout.
Yeah, Johns kept making his way to the right and putting more and more pressure on that play there as the Pioneers here. I mean, this is the first game we've seen some breathing room between the other team. Every other changeover, Pioneers were up by 1, now they're up 4. We've got some action happening on the other courts as well. So currently for the LA Mad Drops facing the Las Vegas Night Owls, they are up 2-0 right now. And for the Florida Smash against the SoCal Heart Eights, Florida Smash is up 2-1 with a lot of implications in that group depending on that match.
Pioneers, correct position. Time in. 11, 7.
Very smart move by Navratil as you saw the Pioneers at the baseline.
Yeah, he's got the crowd chanting his name now after that really cool play from him. And the chance worked. Zane fields off 3 overheads from Johns and ends up creating the error, winning the point. Vigamaite off on the 3rd shot drive. Tough ball there. It's hard to see on screen, but the wind has picked up, so that ball actually moved forward on Navratil.
What a point. Missed ATP by Johns, and the ball will go back to the Pandas.
So many action shots on that point right there, and Navratil going for broke on that 2-hand backhand, and it paid off for him. Pioneers up 4 here.
14-10.
What a battle between Navratil and the Pioneers.
Navratil right now going toe-to-toe with Johns. He's got that look in his eye. He's got something to prove right now.
11-14.
Some insane pickleball being played right now. That point had everything, Nicole. Everything was there.
Yes, you see Gretchkina jump up and swing her jacket around her head as she supports her teammates. That was awesome.
12-14.
Getting back to some normalcy there for the Pioneers as Etta Wright, 6er paddle just in the kitchen area and able to come away with that point. They'd love to see more points with that same structure.
Good speed up by Clemente, causing Wright to go long.
Yeah, I mean, intimidating with that kind of yell that she has when she tags that ball, but that is some crazy play from her.
John's putting that one away, giving the Pioneers a 3-point lead.
Yeah, so methodical in his approach, and listen, there's been a lot of crazy and insane play that's been happening, but look, the Pioneers are still up 3. awesome defense from Etta Wright from the baseline. She looks cool as a cucumber back there, getting the ball over time after time and force the error from Navratil.
17-13.
What a play by Navratil. He is so dialed in, so focused right now. He wants to win this one so bad.
He's playing some of his best pickleball with the insane Ernie that he just had right there.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Navratil with the Ernie. The insane Ernie, as you would say.
I mean, it's a great play from him to read this. He stayed patient, and then he puts it in a great location where Etta Wright can't come up with the block.
15-17.
Navratil trying to be a little greedy there, stepping in front of Clemente.
Yeah, I don't hate the aggression. It's been working from them all game. You just got to know that sometimes it may not work out when you're coming in hot like that.
Again, don't pop it up to Ben Johns.
Yeah, you might have to check the ball after that right there because he put a lot of force into it, and that's a credit to the defense from Clemente and Navratil.
19-15.
Navratil coming out on top of that firefight.
Yeah, we talked about the signature paddle. He has a lot of spin. It also has a ton of pop as well. He is pushing them off the line.
16-19.
Pioneers now lead by 4 as it is 20-16. This will be game point for them. Let's see if they can finish this one.
That ball just out from Navratil, but a great fight from Clemente and himself against Johns and Etta Wright. And look, Seattle Pioneers, they get their business done. They come out here, they play their game. A lot of hysterics that go on back and forth, a lot of antics, but in the end, they take the win here, Nicole.
That's right. The Pioneers take the 3-1 win in this match. I'm Nicole Beckelman, joined here by Brandon Insek-Pong. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. We appreciate you all being here. We are done for the day, so head over to Championship Court. There's going to be some more action in the Premier side, and we've also got a Challenger final happening today. We will see you all next time. Thanks for tuning in.